Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Joy. So on today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this full shoulder kimono top. Can you see? With an oval shape waistline. Can you see how the band is? Alright, so you just fold your fabric and I used 2 inches. Sorry, I used 2 yards here. So I folded into two. And when you measure it is 35 inches. So it's supposed to be 36, but it's 35 I have here. Just know it's 2 yards. Alright, so you come down by half an inch, but because this edge is too wide, I'm going to reduce it so that I can come down by my half an inch. Then from that half an inch, I will come down by my waistline, which is 17 inches, and I'm going to cut it out on a straight line into two places. Like I'll cut out this 17 and I'll cut out another 17. All right, so this second one I've marked 1 inch, so this is my zip allowance. Now I'm going to place this one here. It's going to start from where the 1 inch stop, and then I'll come to this end and trim out any excess I will have. Of course, I will have 1 inch excess from the front one because of the zip allowance I added. So I'm going to cut it out from this end. Alright, so after cutting it out, the neck width I used is 4.5, and I'll start measuring from the front. 4.5 the wideness, which is neck width. Then the neck depth. Can you see where I'm starting my tape from? 4 inches. So I start my tape after the half an inch, like at the half an inch, that is where I started measuring. Now you're going to connect it, and for the back neck depth, I use 1.5 inches. Then I'll connect it 1.5 inches. Remember, that is for the back. The front, I use 4.5 by 4 inches. Then for the back, 4.5 by 1.5. That's what I'm doing here. So I will just cut it out because I want you to see the other side. So I have to cut here first, open the zipper allowance as well. And then we'll go to the other end to cut the sleeve. Now the sleeve opening I use here is 13 inches. Alright, so I came down by 1.5 inches and I'm going to connect it to the neck line. So I'll come down by 13 inches, and from that 13 inches I'll come to this center front. Now I'm going to measure my waist divided by 2. Can you see? Which is 18 inches. So from that 18 inches, I'm going to connect these two together. I'm going to connect it to that 18 inches. That is where my gathers is going to start from. Then I'll cut it out. Now cut this side. Now when you're cutting this shoulder, make sure you add half an inch. Can you see that half an inch I added that time? So that we use it to stitch it back. Alright, so for this front, only the front now, I'll come up by 3 inches, and I'm going to connect it to that same place, that same 18 inches, that same my waist divided by 2, not 4. But if you have more material, you can decide to do 2.5 sef. So this is where everything has ended. Can you see? Alright, so if I'm doing printing now, all my printing will stop there. So for this band, I don't know that my camera did not capture it well, but what I did is I minus the 17 inches and then I get the remaining length. I use 20 inches here. As you can see, I'm having 21 inches there because I'm going to join up and down with 1 inch. That is half half. Now for this side that is higher, is that 4 inches plus 3 inches. Remember that center front, we went up by 3 inches, right? Then I connect it to that my 18 inches. So that 3 inches, I'll replace it back. Now this is what I did. Can you see that hand I did is fold your material into two. Then you get the remaining length of your fabric. Mine is 4 inches, and I will take it on a straight line like this. Now this side that is folded, remember this right side is open, which is my zipper part. This part, zip part. So this side that is closed, which is my front, I'm going to come in by my waist divided by 4 and then this edge I will come up by 3 inches and I will curve it down. Just watch, you curve it down to come and meet that your waist divided by 4, and you add half an inch allowance that you use and stitch it up, and you add another half an inch down that you use and turn your lining, and that is all. That is what I did on that material. All right, so that is it. So this is it, and I've gone ahead to cut my lining. Now I'm going to reduce 0.25 from this lining, just the down 0.25 at the straight part, not the curvy part. This straight part, I've removed it, and I'm going to iron my interface on it. Hairstay or light gun stay, anyone you have, just iron it. And now you're going to turn this your band with it. After turning, you push everything to the lining side and dub stitch it. Can you see? After dub stitching, you turn it over and iron it. And after ironing it, you just match it so that both of them become on one thing. Now go ahead and join the shoulders. Place the back on the front and join the shoulders so that you can pipe the neckline. But if you're using facing, now I cut this long something on a bias form, you guess, because I don't want any foldy. Can you see? After sewing it around, you just come and just follow my hand and sew it. But you can use facing. I don't have lights when making this, that is why I use this thing. So I'm going to cut my elastic for the sleeve, and I cut 2. It's 13 inches. Now before placing your elastic, you have to start by sewing this, folding the edge of the sleeve. That's when you have ironed that your shoulder joining open. Then you come where that your piping stop, or from there your neck will just be dragging it while you sew. Now how I got that 13 inches is I want my this thing to be in my sleeve length to be 17 inches. So I have to remove 4 inches from the 17 inches and get 13, because you know elastic now. So now you're going to gather those sleeve parts and you stop at that 18 inches. Check my hand, because this is the pattern I will use here. So you use it and do the 4 parts. This is one part, and as you're doing it, make sure you're measuring. You use your tape to measure so that you'll be sure that all of them are the same. But if there's anyone that is bigger, just, can you see, push everything and make sure they are equal. Just take your time, and after sewing, after gathering the 4 parts, you're going to join them together. Now let's join these parts. Can you see? Hold the two together like this. Now you go to your sewing machine and sew it down. So when I gather this thing finish, what I got was 6 inches. So you can do your own just the way you want. Now you're going to notch this thing at the center, fold it into 4 like this, and you notch. That is the side. Now at this center, you're going to put the center front there, you pin it down. Now you take the side. You know, we have already joined the sleeve. There that the sleeve ended is the side. Now you take the side and put at the other notch place. You have already notched it, so you'll be seeing everything there. Now you take the remaining one to the zip allowance part. Now you're going to sew this in a way, you're going to gather it. You'll be sewing and be gathering it on top, or you can draw a long rope. You can just gather it, but make sure that the side end at that notching so that everything will rhyme together, and the center front start from the center front. So I'm gonna add to pipe it. You can weave it around if you have your weaving machine there, like serging. But me, I pipe it, and now I'll go and put my zip. Don't forget that the length of your band is your round waist. Don't forget your round waist plus your zipper allowance, 2 inches zipper allowance. And then fix this your zip, and we've come to the end of today's tutorial. I want to thank each and every one of you that have subscribed to my channel. And please, if you have not subscribed, please do well and subscribe. Thank you for your likes. Please comment and share, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much. I love you.